Good morning, guys, and welcome to your morning stretch class. So today, what I thought we'd do is a really short and simple stretching sequence. So if you're short on time in the morning, but you really need to get your body moving, if you've got any knots or any blockages since being asleep all evening, maybe your body feels it needs to unravel, give you a little energy to step into today, then hopefully this sequence will be perfect for you. So whether you're in your PJs or whatever, doesn't matter, unroll your mat and let's get moving. So I'm going to start kneeling today. So I'm sitting onto my heels. If that feels uncomfortable for you, know that you can sit onto your bottom if you prefer, or have a pillow underneath your bottom in your heels, okay? What we'll do is we'll take a big breath in, reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling, take the eye line up, lengthen through the spine, and then we'll drop the right arm down the back. Take hold of your elbow with the left hand, and not only lifting the chest, we're then going to side bend over to the left. So we're reaching the right elbow high, eye lines looking up towards the right side, and we're keeping the chest open. Feel that gorgeous stretch through the rib cage. Take a big breath into that right side body here, and exhale, let it all go. Let's come back to center. Inhale, reach up again. Eye line lifts, maybe slight back bend. Now the left arm comes down the back. Right hand comes onto the left elbow. Lift the chest high and then bend over to the right this time. Eye lines going up towards the left. So we're stretching through the left side body now. Take a big breath into that rib cage. Breathing in. Exhale, let it all go. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take a big shoulder circle. Reach the arms all the way back. Maybe fingertips onto the ground behind you. Lift the chest high. Arch into that lower back. Drop the shoulders back. Eye line lifts. Try not to throw the head back too far. And then we'll bring ourselves forwards. Keep the hands behind you. Bow the forehead down to the ground. Come into a child's pose. Let the chest roll forwards. Allow the shoulders to fall down towards the ground. Take a big breath here as you fully arrive into today. Breathing into the lungs in the back body now. So we're focusing on expanding the lungs, a big breath, and releasing any negativity as you breathe out. Let's reach those hands forwards to the top of the mat. Lift your bottom up. Make your way onto all fours and simply rock those hips side to side. So move those hips side to side. A little movement into the lower body. Maybe have a pop and a crackle here, but it hopefully will feel good. Making our way into some circles. So let's circle ourselves around, coming into the wrists and then coming all the way back into those hips. Maybe taking it the other way, if that feels good. So this is going to warm up into our wrists as well this morning. Start to acknowledge the body. Notice any areas that feel tight, any areas that feel a little stiff maybe from our night's sleep. Hold in center, inhaling cat and cow. Eye line goes forwards. Exhaling, round off, chin to chest, curve the back. Let's do that again. So inhale, eye line comes forwards. Exhale, curve off, round the back. Let's come back into child's pose, bottom towards the heels again. However, this time, take your left arm, thread it underneath the right, and bring your left ear down to the ground. Right arm reaches the top of the mat. Let the bottom sink all the way back to the heels if you can. Maybe take your knees slightly wider. Eye line is looking towards the left hand, and we're twisting through the upper back, through the shoulders. Taking a big breath here. Let it all go. And then gradually change sides, bringing the left arm forwards, taking the right arm underneath the left. Charlie's bought me my slipper. Lovely. He's going to chew that on camera. Reaching the right arm underneath. Left arm's reaching to the top of the mat. Twisting through, noticing any tension through the upper back here into the shoulder blades. And then we'll bring it back through. Take both hands to the top of the mat. Lift the bottom. Let's reach the arms forwards. Allow your chest to come down to the ground. Lift your tailbone high. Maybe you want to have your forehead on the floor, or maybe you can have your chin on the floor looking to the top of the mat. But really tilt through the tailbone, coccyx points high to the ceiling. Chest is dropping down towards the ground. Feel those shoulder blades meeting together as we open the chest. And then ripple yourself forwards. Bring your hips down towards the ground. Lift the chest high. Sphinx arms, eye lines looking forwards. A lovely way to expand through the back body. Feel that strength through those muscles in the back. While we're here, let's release in the neck. Some big neck rolls, allowing your chin to fall heavy across the chest. Exhaling as the chin rolls across the chest. Inhaling as you bring the ear to the shoulder. Making sure we're not carrying any tension on our shoulders, letting all of the tension fade away. Come down towards the ground when you're ready, sliding the hands underneath the shoulders and lifting yourself up. We come into cobra, so hands are under the shoulders, elbows are soft. Looking over your left shoulder, lifting my left hip off the floor, slight twist here, looking down towards the left foot. Coming back through center, let's look over the right shoulder now, looking down towards the right foot. My right hip lifts ever so slightly. And then we make our way back to center. Let's slowly bend your knees, bring your hips all the way back. I'm going to lift my hands off the floor, take a big breath in, reach up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the spine, hands come down onto your hips. Let's step the right foot forwards when you're ready. A gentle movement here, bending into the right leg and then easing off a little bit. We're gradually awakening the body this morning, starting to get some movement there, pressing that left hip flexor forwards. And then can you press into that low lunge? Hold it there. Roll the shoulders down the back. Chest is lifted. Sinking that left hip forwards, making sure the right knee doesn't go over the toes. Take a big breath. Sweep the fingertips across the ground. Lift up towards the ceiling. Open out into a V posture. Shoulders relax. Keep pressing those hips through. Taking a big breath, expanding, opening through the chest. And then melt those hands down towards the ground, straightening the right leg now, transferring the weight back so hips are in line. Peel the right foot off the floor. Can we take a gentle hamstring stretch here? Easing the body weight over, maybe folding the body down towards that right leg. So the right hip's coming back, the left hip's going forwards, and we're lengthening, we're visualizing the muscles lengthening down the back of that right leg. We don't want to have any tension, any tightness left in the muscles because that would pull on your joints and cause some niggles, some aches and pains for the rest of the day. Let's bend back into that right leg. Leave the left hand down. Sweep the right arm forwards and reach it all the way up towards the ceiling. A gentle twist here. Eye lines looking up towards the right hand. Wringing out through that waist. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Working on opening our posture here, but also releasing any niggles through the lower body too. Let's bring that right hand down on the inside of the right leg now. Turn your left foot so you're bringing your hips, your chest square towards me. Now leave the right arm down and reach the left arm over. A beautiful side body stretch here. So my left knee's down, left foot is behind my knee. Left arm is reaching in line with the ear and I'm bending into that right leg. Gorgeous opening for the entire body. One last breath here. Then let's bring that left hand down, realign the left foot so the left foot comes back, and then bring that right leg back whenever you're ready. Bring yourself up, take a deep breath in, reach, expand, and then melt the hands down onto the hips once again. Let's step our left foot forwards now, and again we gently rock in. It's first thing in the morning. You don't want to throw yourself into big deep postures straight away. We want to gradually wake ourselves up, start to get that oxygen moving around the body, and start to gradually awaken the joints and lengthen, unravel those muscles. Let's bend into that left leg now. Roll the shoulders down the back. Right hip flexors pressing forwards. Left hip is pulling back. Acknowledge all of these movements as well. Don't just go through the motions. Notice how your body is feeling this morning. Have you been overtraining, doing something you don't normally do? Or maybe you're carrying a little injury there. Open out, shoulders drop away from the ears. Maybe your balance is feeling a little off this morning, okay? And that's all good. Just acknowledge that. Explore and be aware of how you are feeling this morning. Let's slowly bring those hands down. Transfer the weight back. We start to straighten the left leg. Possibly flexing the foot if that feels okay for you, and maybe folding over that left leg. Noticing that lovely stretch all the way up the back of the leg into the bottom. So you're squaring off the hips, using your breath to fold over, and then bending into that left leg. The right hand stays down. The left hand sweeps all the way up to the ceiling, open to a twist. Looking up towards that left hand, keep pressing that right hip flexor forwards. Really think about pulling that left shoulder blade back so we're not collapsing. We're creating lots of space this morning, setting us up for a great day ahead. Now the left hand's going to come down on the inside of the left leg. The right foot flips now, so it's coming behind the right knee. And the right arm comes up and over. Bend into that left leg. Pull the right shoulder blade back. Left arm is running down the left shin. And we're taking a big breath here. Don't let that left knee collapse forwards. And then bringing that right hand down. Realign the right foot when you're ready. Bring the left leg back. We're coming back onto all fours. I'm going to rock those hips side to side once again. Getting a little bit more movement now into the lower body. Beautiful. Okay. Whenever you're ready, let's tuck our toes under. Peel our knees off the floor and gradually, gently take the hips up towards the ceiling. Don't force it, okay? Don't force those heels down. Don't straighten the legs straight away. First thing in the morning, you just want to have a gentle play. Maybe you're ready to pedal the feet, one heel down at a time. Maybe you'd like to twist the hips, so I'll lift one hip higher than the other. Have a little rotation through the hips. It's whatever feels good for you this morning. Maybe a child's pose is where you would rather stay. Or we find stillness here in downward facing dog. That's beautiful. Now we're going to bend the knees, come down onto all fours. Uncurling the toes, I'm going to take my hands forwards, come all the way down onto my front. Taking the left arm out to the side, bending the right knee and rolling over onto the left side. The right foot comes over the left. Right knee is pressing up towards the ceiling. Left palm of the hand is down. Press those hips forwards. Gorgeous way to open the entire front body, the hip and the shoulder. So I'm pressing away with my right hand, trying to get a bigger range of movement here. And then gradually making our way back through center. Let's go the other way. So we straighten the right arm, bend the left leg, roll yourself over onto your right side now. Keep thinking about pressing that left knee up towards the ceiling. So we're really opening through the entire body this morning. We've done some hip flexors, hamstrings, side body. Both hands underneath the shoulders once again, lifting up through the chest. Take the eye line forwards. And then we'll slowly lift your hips, come all the way back into your downward facing dog. So tailbone high. Maybe the heels will fall a little heavier this time. See if you can press those hips a little higher. See if you can possibly extend the legs this time. Maybe you've got that flexibility there now. Let's walk our feet in towards our hands. Take as many steps as you need. Standing forward fold. The feet are flat. Knees are slightly bent. Allow yourself to dangle here. Okay, so don't force yourself to reach the ground. Allow the body to simply hang wherever it is. Make sure the weight is coming forwards, not in the heels. And then I just invite you to place your hands over the back of your head. Gently, delicately ease that chin towards the chest. See if we can take a neck, upper back stretch here. So you ease in the chin towards the chest, lifting the tailbone high. Keep the knees slightly bent. Take a big breath here. And then let go of the head. Allow the hands to come down towards the ground. Coming back onto those knees whenever you're ready. Tuck your toes under. And then allow your bottom to come and sit onto your heels. We're going to take a foot stretch here. So toes are tucked under. We're sitting on our heels. Stretching out through those toes. Through the tops of the feet. Into the ankles. Take a big shoulder roll, ensuring that the shoulders are rolling down the back, away from the ears. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Let's just pause here, take in a big breath. In through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. One more time, take a big breath in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, and then gradually bring your hands down. Take the feet unraveled, might feel a little tight for some of you, making your way onto your bottoms whenever you're ready. Coming to a cross-legged position, okay, so allowing the knees to open wide, lengthening through the spine, making sure we're not collapsing, we're not in, reach the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then we're going to open the hands wide. Take your hands behind you, interlace them together, and straighten the arms. Can you lift open through the chest? Slide the shoulders down the back, straighten in the arms. Don't collapse the chest forward. Stay open through the front body. Take a big breath here. And then bend the elbows but keep the hands together. Pop the hands over onto your right hip, so both hands on the right hip now, and then drop your right ear to your right shoulder. A lovely neck stretch. This goes a little deeper into the chest, the shoulders, and the upper body. So both hands on the right hip, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Feel that gorgeous release across the neck. Then let's gently take it the other way. Take both hands to the left hip, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Lengthen through that spine. Make sure we're not collapsing, we're not curving into the back. And hopefully your body starts to feel really good now. You feel a bit more awake than when you first jumped out of bed this morning. And hopefully that entire body feels more mobile, a little freer. Let's come back to center, unravel the hands. Take the legs out long. I'll move this slipper that Charlie bought me. Taking the legs out long, pressing the hips forwards, hands behind you, and simply press away from the hands. Lift the chest up. Take the eye line up slightly, pulling the knees all the way back so we're feeling that lovely release through the inner thighs here. Take a big breath. And then gradually, can you bring your left hand on the inside of your left leg, reach the right arm up and over, side bend here, pull the right arm all the way back, bending into that left elbow, and then take it the other way, pop your left hands up to the ceiling, right arm bends now on the inside of the right leg, create that space, release any tension, keep pulling those knees back. And then come all the way back to center, both hands down in front of you, folding the body over, bending through the elbows, inviting the head to bow down. Keep those legs long. Let's take one last breath here, really breathing into those inner thighs. Exhale, let it all go. Healing yourself up. Bending those knees, bringing the soles of the feet together. Last posture. Heels come close towards you. Interlace the hands, hook them over the toes, and simply ease your body weight forwards. So I'm pulling my body weight forwards, pressing the knees open wide, releasing through those hips. Last little area today that we're going to focus on. And you've set yourself up great for the rest of the day, okay? We've released tension through the muscles. We've got the joints lubricated so they're nice and mobile. Movement's going to feel easier today. And your mind is in the right place. So today's going to be a productive day for you. Let's peel ourselves up, bring our knees together, and you are done. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.